Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at the physical Fasha against Cell Max. I was putting off recording this video and hoping that she would get to level 10 links, but I have been spamming the 28-2 stage, and this final link, Saiyan Pride, just will not go up to 10, so we're only missing out on 0.5% attack, so I guess it's not the end of the world, but yeah, she's almost full level 10 links. And we're going to see how good she is here against Cell Max. So, first turn here, we are able to get 3 attacks in, so that's obviously good. Now, remember with Fasha, she only gets guard for 2 appearances, and we need to make sure that in those 2 appearances, she's getting hit 5 times, right? Now, as long as we can get through this STR phase by the end of the next turn, then we pretty much guarantee that we're going to be able to get 5 hits, right? Because within the physical phase, not only are we going to have attacks in every slot, most likely, but we're also going to have the AoE attacks as well, which obviously count. So, it'll be a lot easier to get all of her attacks in if we are able to do that. Because remember, she is able to guard, of course, against int enemies. So if you haven't actually gotten her passive fully built up in those early stages, if you're fighting an event that does have an int stage, then obviously you can get those buffs a little bit later on. But obviously the Cell Max event does not have that. So, but yeah, we should easily be able to finish off the run here. So let's get we'll get an 18 key super for you. Start getting a little bit of stacking going on here for Birdku, and then he can finish off this STR phase, and we move on to the physical one. Now, I mean, there's probably going to be a ton of attacks in slot 1 anyway. I would like her to get hit twice in slot 1 before she attacks, if possible, because then we'll see her with her full build-up. Mine does have 2 dupes as well, so no support. Yeah, see, there's plenty of attacks in slot 1. 3 attacks in total, so she will be fully built up by the time she attacks. Like I say, mine is almost full level 10 links, 79%. I'll grab these for you. I really like this rotation of her and the LR Bardock. Like, LR Bardock looks pretty good on the 200% team. The only, the downside, of course, is he probably isn't going to look that great against Tech Cell Max, but more than anything else, I want to see how well she can defend against him. So, now I would imagine this is probably going to be double-digit damage, right? Yep. Okay, I mean, the physical stage doesn't hit super hard, but 6.8 on her attack. Well, that's, she's been hit all 5 times now, right? Yeah, so 6.8 with no support on the rotation is pretty good for a unit that is so good defensively, especially in these early turns, because some of these like short fire events, the Cell Max event is obviously, as we've said many times on the channel, I say it a lot, is an anomaly, because there are very few events, if any, like obviously there are none where the hardest boss, you know, the hardest part is as hard as Cell Max in terms of how hard he hits, but there's no other events in the game that have these like first 2 phases that are really easy, and then the 3rd phase is really difficult. Like, if you go into like Red Zone Broly, he could super the wrong unit on like the first turn and you will die. So, you know, that event has a different kind of difficulty to this one. So, it is a bit weird. Like, Super Battle Road is definitely going to be an event where she's going to be good for the future. I don't think... Do we have a Space Traveling Warriors stage yet? Or if we do, we probably don't have the ESBR version yet. Definitely be good for that in the future. The Team Bardock stage is quite old now, but obviously if you haven't beaten it, she's definitely going to be one of the better units for that. Storied Figures will eventually get a Super Battle Road stage, I guess. Be nice if we got that around the time we get like a new Bardock, and then like easy A's for the Super Saiyan Bardocks. Somebody was saying this on Twitter the other day, and I just a random post that I came across. And I very much agree with that idea, that if we're going to get a new Dokkan Fest Z Bardock, hopefully part of his leader skill will be storied figures, because then obviously the Super Saiyan Bardocks, Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 can all be on that team. I think, is Super Saiyan 4 on storied figures as well? I'd have to check. Because obviously if you give a Bardock like low class warriors and Team Bardock or something like that, then obviously the Super Saiyan ones are not on there. So having that would be quite good. We definitely need those Super Saiyan 1s to Easy A. There's a few teams that could definitely benefit from them being solid support units. Because, like, this Raditz team, for example, we are running Pure Saiyan team, right? We've got units like Birdku, Godku, the Int Vegito here, just for, like, some backup support and, like, healing and stuff. Not support as such, but, like, support with the healing, tanking, etc. The revival and everything like that. But it would be nice if we had some really good support units that actually linked up well with other units on the team and were actually good. Because obviously, like LR Bardock, if we get him linked up with the physical Super Saiyan Bardock, they share a ton of links, and obviously the LR Bardock is then getting a bunch of extra support. So he can look crazy good. But of course, the physical Super Saiyan Bardock, the STR Super Saiyan 2, they're like unrunnable at this point, essentially. But yeah, Fasha, after her first 2 appearances, she no longer has guard, but now has the built-in chance to additional. So she does finish off Cell. I always get a little bit worried when we finish off Cell before the, you know, when we don't have the main rotation, like, turn, because, you know, anything could happen. We could very easily just die now. And then I'm just going to have to cut to when we eventually get back to this point. Because I find when it comes to Cell Max, I'd rather, like, even if we die this turn, so we haven't actually even gotten to see Fasha against the Tech Cell Max, I would still rather just cut and then come back to this point. Because otherwise I'm going to forget all the things that I've previously said leading up to this point. So, do we tank this after raising our defense on Super and being hit first? 509k. No, we do not. That is with my Tech Super Saiyan Goku at 79% as well. So let's try and cut to actually having Fasha on rotation in the Tech phase. Okay, so finally I am back. This second segment is actually being recorded hours after the first one. Because I either could not find a Raditz friend, or I just kept getting into the same situation again where the Fasha rotation would kill the physical phase, and then I would just get immediately destroyed in this phase. So unfortunately with this run, Fasha did miss out on one of her hits while her guard was active, just because of the placement of the attacks. Nothing I could do about it. Now obviously she still gets, when she takes the 5th hit, she still does get build up from her passive, because she has 2 separate parts, right? 5 hits normally, and then 5 hits when guard is active. So she technically has 10 potential buffs. Here she has 9 of them. So hopefully, after all this time getting to this point, she actually is level 10 as well, because in all that time I couldn't find any Raditz friends. I took a break and did a couple more runs of the Link level stage. So now her final Link is actually Link level 10. So we have that good old, what was it, 0.5% attack that we were missing earlier. So all I really want to see on this turn, she's got 531k defense. I just want to see how much damage she's going to take from normal attacks. So hopefully we don't just get super attacked immediately in slot 1, because I think it's pretty obvious, like, she will die to a super attack. So hopefully it's not the first attack of the turn. Okay. 83. Oof, and then 80. So with that last attack, if she'd gotten that last attack while her guard was up, we're only talking, what, like maybe 70 at best? And that's with mine being at 2 dupes and full level 10 links. So, yeah, Fasha probably not the best unit for this event. I mean, let's be fair, not many units are, right? But finally got to see her actually taking some normal attacks from Cell Max. She finally is Link level 10. So I guess for a while, this is probably going to end up being the last video that I do using her. Hopefully we do get a new Dokkan Fest Bardock sometime soon, and they give us a full revamp for Team Bardock. Not just Team Bardock in general, but obviously low-class warriors. I think I talked about it in the part 1 well, the first part of this video, the fact that Storied Figures obviously has the all the Super Saiyan Bardock. I have my specific Bardock tab here because I'm such a big fan. In fact, I need to put Fasha on here because she technically, I put all the Team Bardock units on here. Like every unit, whether they are just Bardock on their own or are, you know, Team Bardock related or whatever, I've been link leveling all of these units, but yeah, until Team Bardock and Storied Figures gets a big buff. Now, we have seen with the introduction of the Kid Goku, him having that ability where he gives all allies damage reduction. Imagine if they gave a unit like this, something like that with his Easy A, right? So, he gives Ki and attack and defense to all allies. This is potentially after Easy A, right? So, Ki and attack and defense, and then has, like, all allies 8%, because that's what Kid Goku has, right? Like, imagine he just had the Kid Goku thing, literally copy paste, like 8% damage reduction if you pick up 8 orbs. Even though 8% is not a huge amount on its own, when you have a unit like Fasha that has over 500k defense, like 8% damage reduction is going to take quite a decent amount off of that damage total. So hopefully Team Bardock will get some love in the future. I mean, where the last copy of this unit is, I don't know. The last unit's going to have to release and they're going to have to get an Easy A straight away. But hopefully we get a new, like, Father of Goku special Bardock. Give him the intro animation where he puts the bandana on. Give him a 200% leader that has some combination of Storied Figures as one of the 170s and then like Pure Saiyans, right? Because then the whole of Team Bardock and all of the different Super Saiyan forms of Bardock will all get a 200% lead. And then that would be a team that I would be very happy to run. But anyway, that was the showcase for our girl Fasha against Cell Max. Unsurprisingly, not the best unit in the world. If she kept her guard for longer, I think that would obviously, you know, that would make a huge difference. But as it is now, she obviously is a very solid unit. Cell Max is not an event for every unit, as we know. But let me know what you guys think down below. If you did summon on that banner, hopefully you got lucky. Global's very swamped at the moment. We got the Halloween banner, which has some decent units on it. The Gammas are literally coming out in less than a week. Then, not long after that, we potentially get Vegeta and Trunks, and then Heroes. Like, stuff is just going crazy for the rest of the year. So, it's a very expensive time to be a global player if you're interested in everything that's coming up. But let me know all your thoughts down below. What banner are you most excited for that is coming up soon? Let me know in the comment section. So, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.